All right, Nelly, well, your new single, Corazon, as you're making out with your hands there, that comes out today. So tell us a little bit about this new single.
Hi, Boston. I just want to say viva Farriva, para minha gente português, vamos embora. I had to throw that in there, Joe. How you doing?
Doing great.
You're not João? João? José? I'm putting out a new album September. I'm super excited. I had 500 songs, 500 pieces of music. I write a lot of music. I write my songs, and I had to whittle it down to 14 songs. So it's the creme de la creme. It is like just the good stuff, you know?
And we're excited to listen to it. I know it's coming out in September, the number 7. And Nelly, what's so fun about your career is how many different styles of music we've heard. So what can fans expect with this new album?
You know what? It is full of like, 3 words would be like, it's got joy, passion, and pain. But it's like, bomb. Like it just has, it's just like, it's like a steak. It's like there's a lot. It got a lot of weight and a lot of power because I work with a lot of people and just like friends and community, and I would have parties in the studio till 7 a.m. where we just turn all the instruments on and the microphones and the beats are jamming, and I feel like I'm just freestyling. I grew up with this, like I said, my parents are from Açores, São Miguel Açores in Portugal. I grew up watching Canções de Desafio, which is a certain type of style of music where you get up and make it up off the top of your head. You get up there and you freestyle, and that's how I grew up. So I freestyle my music. I sing it. It comes from the sky, I don't know where, and that's what the energy is like when you listen to it. You have no choice but to kind of like trip out and have a good time and celebrate and feel a lot of emotion. So I'm proud of the emotion I put into the album because I like to go away because then you get to live your life and then you get to tell more stories when you come back, you know?
And how neat is it for you, Nelly, that you still have that in you? Because your career, it's spanned multiple decades. You have so many hits that people remember that they've lived through in your career. So how neat is it for you that that is still inside of you, that love for music and the fact that you can still create music at such a high level?
You know what? Getting to mine that again, like a gold mine, and finding that love within me for the music again and just doing it for myself and competing with myself and just like, okay, let's just work on my craft. Let's just work on what I'm good at, you know, and leaning into that has meant the world to me because it's made me really focus. I'm also a mother. I have 3 kids. You know, that's a busy life. All the parents out there understand that. But, you know, that other spark inside, just like it's just you, I had to find her again. And then once I did and I respected that a little bit, I found it came very naturally. Like, we forget what we're good at.
That's exactly right. Yeah, absolutely.
We forget what our thing is, but I remembered over the last couple of years making this, and it makes me emotional because I'm just so proud of it.
and Nelly, you have people of my generation that grew up with I'm Like a Bird, Promiscuous, Maneater, all your hits, right? And then you have this new generation, people of your kids' generation that are getting introduced to your music and are playing it, and it's on all sorts of platforms like TikTok, which is obviously of the newer generation. What does it mean to you that your music has resonated with people of several different generations now?
I can't believe it. It also makes me emotional. It's like, oh my God, I feel so lucky to like have been making music 20 years ago that still connects with people now. It's such a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm so happy.
And I will say, I watched your NPR Tiny Desk concert recently, a couple months ago. It came out. It's phenomenal. It's got over 3.5 million views. How much do you relish that when you put something out like that, you see all the comments on the YouTube page and you see what people are saying, like, oh man, this brings me back to middle school. This brings me back to a certain time in my life. What did it mean to you, the reception you got from that performance?
Oh my gosh, that was really powerful for me because I brought back together like a lot of musicians I had worked with, not only now, but from the beginning, and not only just musicians, but producers and people had written songs with and other artists, and I brought everybody together. And not only that, the cherry on top was my daughter helped me put it together because she works in the music business and she's very talented. And she helped me keep me in check and remind me why people like me, remind me what people wanted to see. Because, you know, we can put the blinders on sometimes, but like it's always our kids, I think, that remind us, you know, sometimes who we are and what's special about us. So putting together Tiny Desk was mind blowing, and the vibe was real. Like the vibe you feel in there, we felt that in the room. Like it just felt like a real moment. And so I feel, again, lucky and blessed and grateful that I got to do that. I mean, even the opportunity to play Tiny Desk, you know, just I spent a lot of my early career touring the USA. Like I played Boston so many times, and I know those fans are out there, and the people that saw my shows, you know, I remember like, you know, just walking around and like in these different cities, like and just the love, but that love is still inside my heart for what I do. So I just try to like celebrate that, you know.
Well, the new single out gets to express that love of music once again. Corazon, be sure to listen to it. And then the new album,
yes,
putting it up
featuring
again.
Bomba Stereo from Colombia.
And then the new album, 7, coming out in September. Nelly, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And congrats again.
Thank you, Joao. Viva Farriva!
Thank you so much.